like, subscribe, go! Well, hello there, Skillet here. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you clicking on the video. As you progress through your adventures on Earth, the Root Mother tells you that you need to find the Keeper of the Labyrinth. But the way to the Keeper is guarded by a monstrous root creature. That creature could be one of two bosses. In this video, we're going to talk about one of them, Singe. Pause that. As usual, before we start talking about the fight itself, we have to talk about a couple of other things. First, here's the character that I used. This is a brand new ex-cultist character with nothing leveled up. The only thing that you see that's different is the sniper rifle, but you'll have access to that because you find it at the Church of the Harbinger well before you'll run into Singe. Second, here's the arena where you're going to face Singe. It's called the Ash Yard, and it's an old gas station or fuel depot, and what you're going to notice is there's a bunch of puddles of oil all over the ground. We'll definitely talk about that. Anyway, here's where you're going to fight. You'll start right about here, and Singe will start somewhere over here. So there's your character, and there's your map. Let's get this fight started. Singe always seems to open the fight with a volley of these fireball breath attacks. As you can see, they're slow moving, and you can just step out of the way. As with all of Singe's breath attacks, they will set you on fire, so make sure you do avoid them. This is Singe's second breath attack, a fire stream. It's a slow, sweeping arc. It's easy to avoid because he does swing it so slowly, so you can outrun it from left to right, but it also has a very limited range, so you can just back away from it. Let's pause right here and talk about Singe's weak spot. There it is, that glowing disc on his chest. Whenever he exposes it, hit it. That's Singe's ad, a Flame Devil. They only come in one at a time, but do make sure you deal with them when they do, because they do add up quickly. And if you let them add up, they will become a real problem during this fight. As you fight, be aware that Singe can bound about halfway across the arena, like that. And there's Singe's only melee attack, a head swipe. Keep your distance, or be ready to dodge. And since my character is on fire, I guess this is as good a time as any to talk about burning. When you do catch fire, you can put it out actually pretty easily. One, you can use hydro coolant, but really it's just as fast to just dodge roll and you'll smother the flames. See that puddle of oil? Those things catch fire, as you've already seen, so be careful and avoid them. You'll notice right here that terrain does actually block Singe's fireball breath weapon, but only one time. When they get hit, the fireball destroys them, so just keep that in mind. As the fight progresses, you're going to have less and less cover. Every now and then, Singe actually has to recharge his flame energy, and he does that when he rears up on his hind legs and extends his front legs downward. That's a great time to shoot that weak spot, so take advantage. When Singe stands fully upright, extends his neck and roars, and you don't see flame energy entering into him, this is about to happen. That is Singe's Fire Slam attack. When he jams his claws into the earth, it causes a fiery explosion to happen right where you're standing. so make sure you're not standing there when he hits the ground. That scorch mark shows you how big the explosion is, in case you're curious. Here's Singe's last special attack. As you can see, when he uses his wings to hover a little bit above the ground and then slams them down, it sends a line of fire scorching across the earth in your direction. You can dodge roll out of it pretty easily. Just dodge when he starts to come down. Let's just go ahead and acknowledge that during this fight, I'm playing really clumsily. You shouldn't catch on fire as many times as I do, but this is a good time to point out that if you do, look at my stamina bar. I keep dodging and sprinting, and my stamina is virtually 0. You don't want that if you catch on fire. So, as always, manage your stamina. Here's just a quick note about the weapons I'm using, and obviously this is personal preference. You may do it differently, and that's not wrong. I like to save my primary weapon, the sniper rifle, just for Singe. When it comes to the adds, these flame devils, I like to switch to my pistol. I don't do it every time, but it helps me to manage my ammunition. Here comes that scorched earth attack again. And the fire slam attack. Down goes Singe, and up come your rewards. 1,000 experience points, a trait point. You'll also get the Blazing Heart material and the Quick Hands trait. And if this is your first time defeating Singe, you'll also get the Fire in the Sky achievement and the Beckon emote for your account. But that's not all there is to Singe. As with all world bosses, Singe has an alternate kill. In this one, all you do is you shoot his tail off before the fight ends. The game keeps track of the damage you deal to Singe's tail, and once you deal enough, it'll pop off. When you do this, you'll get a different reward after the fight. Instead of getting the Blazing Heart, you'll get the Dragon Links. So pick the rewards you want and kill Singe accordingly. And there's your Zero Rage guide to defeating Singe, both with the alternate kill and the standard kill. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I really appreciate you watching. I hope it helped, and GG's.